two opposing views of the facts.
Dr. Greenwood, when infants are consuming breast milk or formula, the fact that it's a time of very rapid brain growth. So that we're really wanting to make sure that we're providing the appropriate building blocks to the brain in order that you get optimal development. The formulas that we manufacture in North America are safe. We do not have to worry in terms of brain development of our infants, so that they can comfortably purchase what's available in the marketplace.
Dr. Jack Newman, a pediatrician at Sick Children's Hospital in Toronto. In fact, there are dozens, if not hundreds, of elements of breast milk which are not present in infant formulas. The absence of these does not seem to worry anyone, but it should. Our relaxed attitude to the insufficiencies of formula is shocking. Finally, I would like to add that stating that many women cannot breastfeed or choose not to is false. A few cannot produce enough milk, but can still breastfeed. Most that choose not to breastfeed are not given the information to make an informed choice, typically because of approaches of healthcare professionals who say that despite the deficiencies in formula, it's just as good as breastfeeding. Well, it's not.
I place economy among the first and most important virtues, and public debt as the greatest of dangers to be feared. To preserve our independence, we must not let our rulers load us with perpetual debt. If we run into such debts, we must be taxed in our meat and drink, in our necessities and in our comforts, in our labor and in our amusement. Of the many dangers to be feared, Thomas Jefferson calls public debt as the greatest of dangers to be feared. We must be taxed in our necessities while in debt. It's hard to tax the breast milk, but you can tax the formula easily. While in debt, we become a money-oriented society rather than a God-oriented society. And that would indeed be the greatest of dangers to be feared. We essentially become slaves to the money due to the deficit. As we go deeper and deeper into debt, we become dumber and dumber because educating slaves is not good business. Restricting mental development of the slaves is rewarded in the deficit environment. Formula rather than breast milk would retard development mentally. Substances shot directly into the veins of infants with inoculations are linked to autism. Preventing and discouraging smoking would lead to mental disorientation, a known side effect of a lack of oxidating nicotine by smoking. The hobbling of the slaves. We can count the ways.
Fantasy came a little closer this week after a major discovery was announced that could revolutionize transplantation medicine. Researchers from the University of Wisconsin and Rambam Medical Center in Israel advanced this possibility by cultivating embryonic stem cells. These are human cells that have the ability to develop into any kind of tissue, including cartilage, muscle, even neurons. Ethical concerns will no doubt dominate the discussion of this research. We asked Professor Bernard Dickens from the University of Toronto's Joint Centre for Bioethics to give us his perspective.
The announcement from the University of Wisconsin at Madison of a new technique to culture human embryonic stem cells reveals new possibilities in biotechnology that may appear as either an exciting opportunity to remedy disease or another fearsome challenge to our traditional values. Which of these reactions dominates our approach to this new development tells us little about the technological advance itself, but a great deal about the types of individuals we are and the type of society we have.
He doesn't mention Israel's role in this.
The stem cell work at Wisconsin was not eligible for support from the United States government. The shorter microscopic view raises concerns about the deliberate creation of human embryos and their manipulation to serve purposes we intend for them, rather than to fulfill a natural destiny to become fetuses and to be born as babies.